The Air Jordan 1 High Chicago now resells in a size 8 for $1,500 US, and in my size 10, $1,300 US, which means these are some very unobtainable sneakers for most people, considering not many people will be willing to pay those crazy high resale prices, and that's where this Air Jordan 1 Mid comes in. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Sneaker Talk for a brand new sneaker review, and today we're taking a look at a great alternative to arguably the greatest Air Jordan or Air Jordan 1 of all time, the Chicago colorway. Everybody who's a sneakerhead knows about the Air Jordan 1, and even if you're not a sneakerhead, you probably do know about the Air Jordan 1 because it's Michael Jordan's first signature sneaker. Now, the Chicago colorway is the most iconic colorway to date as well. Now, when it comes to the Jordan 1 Mid, they don't really replicate the high top colorways to a perfect T, and this is another example of that. However, this is a great compromise if you wanted that same sort of look, but without having to pay those high resale prices. Introducing the Air Jordan 1 Mid Chicago Black Toe. And the exact release date really varies by store, to be honest with you. I've seen certain stores release these a few weeks ago. Some of them got them on April 1st, and actually just the other day, Foot Locker Canada got their pairs in. So if you are looking for this shoe, make sure you contact a retailer near you, check out their website, and you might be able to get lucky for these for retail. So I'll leave links to these in the description down below for places like eBay, Stadium Goods, and of course Foot Locker or Nike if they aren't yet sold out already. The retail price for the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Black Toe is $115 US or 150 Canadian. And now these don't really have resale value right now. They're only going for about $20 to $30 above retail. This is a colorway I definitely see reselling for quite a bit. Give it a few more months or even a year. My honest predictions is I could see these sneakers reselling for $300 US this time next year or even more, all depending of course on the Chicago 1 Air Jordan High continuing to rise in value. So with that said, if you are thinking about buying these sneakers and they're available for retail, buy them. Just honestly buy them. You're not going to lose money on this sneaker no matter what. People are looking for this shoe. Now, when it comes to the mid-top version of a Air Jordan 1 looking like the high-top version, there's usually a bunch of discrepancies that really separate the two. And for the Chicago Black Toe mids, I gotta say there isn't too many differences. It's slightly shorter than the high-top. That's pretty obvious given the name of the shoe. But the only major differences between that are the tongue label. Of course, you have the mid-top Jumpman logo right here, while the Nike or the Air Jordan 1 High has the Nike Air logo. The outsole of the shoe, the high top's got the red outsole, and the mid-top's got the black outsole. The biggest difference between these two sneakers would have to be the toe box. Of course, it's called the Chicago Black Toe, and that's because these have a black toe box. But we'll get into that in just a second. But yeah, let's throw these high tops out of the way. And by the way, before we get into the details, I want to let you guys know we are doing an April sneaker giveaway. We're going to be giving away a pair of Yeezy Boost 350 V2 Citrons, a pair of Pine Green Air Jordan 1s, and a pair of A-Ape Runners. So make sure you guys subscribe. Follow me on social media. I'll have the giveaway announced later this week, but if you want a head start, just follow me on social media and hit that red button down below for this channel and my second channel, Sneaker Talk 365. But yeah, enough chit chat. Let's get into these sneakers. Now let's take a look at the red leather on the sneaker. These sneakers are a full leather Air Jordan 1 Mid, and I think that's awesome that they made these an all leather 1 Mid, not experimenting with nubuck or suede on it, because that makes it even closer to the high top, which is what it's really trying to replicate. Now the leather on the sneaker isn't amazing. Of course, these are an Air Jordan 1 Mid, so the quality of leather they use is definitely a notch down compared to the high top version. When you feel them up close, you can definitely tell it's a little tougher and rougher, not as plush and as smooth as say the high top Chicago 1s, but they're still solid quality, so you're gonna get your money's worth out of these ones. Now, as far as the red accents go on the sneaker, you have that red leather that wraps around that black toe box. The red leather goes up onto the eyelets and onto the back panels and side panels as well. Of course, you also have that black Air Jordan 1 Wings logo, or the Air Jordan Wings logo, on the side debossed into the leather. You also have hits of black along the ankle area as well, and you also have a black sock liner. Now, all this is really like spot on to the high top. There's no difference in terms of the way these shoes are colored or color blocked in any way. Next up, we're gonna take a look at that swoosh, that beautiful Nike swoosh. These go for that black leather look, which is the same as the high top, and it's great. There's no weird gloss to it. They didn't make it a glossy finish. There's nothing like, I wanna try and hate on the shoe, but you can't, because they did a really good job at making these like the high tops. Taking a look down the center of the sneaker, you have a white tongue that has a red Jumpman, or not a red Jumpman, it has a red tongue logo at the very top with a black Air Jordan Jumpman. Of course, this is how most mid Jordan 1s are. They have the Jumpman logo and not the Nike Air. And that's one of the major things that really separate the two different heights or versions of the shoe. In terms of laces, these come with black laces, fully laced up all the way. When you buy high top versions, they only lace them for the first little area. And if you do want white or red laces, which are also great alternatives, as you can tell, because I have even the white laces on my high tops, white and red laces do not come with the shoe compared to the high top version. So if you want those colors, you're gonna have to buy them somewhere else. Last but not least, you have that outsole. It's a black outsole, and that's one of the other major things that separate these from the high top versions. Most of the high top versions have like a matching colored outsole, while the mids, well, they have a black, and it does match the rest of the upper, so it doesn't stick out too much. So it's not something that's really noticeable once it's on your feet. Now, in terms of comfort and sizing, I would definitely recommend going your true size in any Air Jordan 1. So if you're regularly getting a 10 in your Nikes and Jordans, the same goes for these. And if you have a wide foot, going up half a size is pretty common as well. Now, in terms of comfort, I gotta say these are a 7 out of 10. They're not amazing. They're not gonna blow you out of the water. They do have a air unit inside the midsole right here, this white midsole. But yeah, it's solid for daily wear. And one thing, again, I really love about Air Jordan 1s, which I will say time and time again, is that it's a sneaker that will age gracefully. These sneakers will look good as you beat them up, increase them, and get them dirty. They'll look great. Now, some people like to have them clean, and you know, I think with the black toe box, it'll be easier to hide the creases and not too hard of a shoe to clean, in my opinion. But if you're like me and you just like to beat up your sneakers and don't take too much care of them for the most part, the Chicago 1s, or Air Jordan 1s in general, are a great sort of daily beater sneaker. Again, I'll leave links to these sneakers in the description down below, so check it out. And of course, if you haven't yet followed me on Instagram or Facebook or anything, it's at SneakerTalkCA. We'll have that April sneaker giveaway later this weekend. I'm really excited to give back to you guys some Yeezys, some Jordan 1s, and some Bape sneakers. With that said, comment down below what you guys think about the Air Jordan 1 Chicago Black Toe. Are these a cop? Are they a drop? What would you change about the sneaker? For me, obviously, I would love them to just have this be a white toe, right outsole, really make it like a 1-to-1 to the high top version, but it's a mid top, and if they were to do that, the resale for these would be really high as well, and it sort of diminishes the value of the high top version when you have such a close clone of a shoe. So again, let me know what you think about these in the comments down below, and if you haven't seen my top 10 Jordan 1 mid video for 2019, check it out. I'll have it as a pop-up card at the end of this video, or linked in the description down below. Anyways, have a great weekend, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.